Okay, so we started off. This is all part of learning the caged method. Okay, now, a lot of people just actually don't even really think about it. They just kind of block the chord shapes together, and that's fine. They'll use the one shape to show you how to get to the next shape, but that doesn't really tell you how it's formed. So if you want to do like a sus2 or a sus4 of any of those, which is what you will do with majors, because you don't do a lot of happy majors all the time, right? So that's why I kind of pull the triads and the inversions out of it first, and then layer the chord on top of it, so that you can actually see what's going on. All right, so start with the G major bar chord. This is the G major bar chord for all of you on the internet. Okay, so got the triad piece that's there. Okay. Now when we look at a triad, there's a formula that goes with it. It's the root, which is our G note, right?
Yeah.
And then our major third, and then our 5. And you can kind of hear that in old, public school. La 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 la. Okay, that is our major triad. That is our major arpeggio. When we invert it, what we do is then we take the next note and make him the lowest. But instead of going crosswise like that, we'll actually just go. We'll move it up so that this note is now on the next. Instead of being on the next string, it's on the same string. So that will change the shape. But the easiest way to do that is to jump the octave. So what we do then is we take our major triad, find the lowest note, go to the octave, and then build our first inversion shape, which is this guy right here. Mm-hmm. It's almost identical to the triad shape, but you're just swapping strings between your second and your first finger. Okay, so let's build our triad. Okay, and now find the lowest note. Okay, the octave is always a position away, 2 strings over. Yep. Okay, so that's the highest note of the next shape. Okay, so our next shape was this guy here, our first inversion shape. Okay. Okay, so try that again. Go back to the major triad, jump the octave. Okay, and that's the highest note of your next shape. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. There we go.
You almost bought it. Right. Okay, so that means now our 3 is here, our 5 is here, and our 1 is here. Okay? That's going to matter later on. Okay, so now to go to the next shape, which is our second inversion, we do the same thing. We find this lowest note and find the octave there. That now gives us our flat piece, which is second inversion. Okay? That's right. So that's this guy right here. Okay, so there's your major triad. There's your first inversion. There's your second inversion. So major triad is 1, 3rd, and 5th. This guy is 3rd, 5th, and root, or 1. Okay. Root and 1 are the same thing. This guy is 5, 1, and 3. Okay. Now, why is it not 5, 3, and 1? Because they only ever go in ascending order. All right. Okay. So if you're starting at 3, the next one has got to be 5.
Yeah.
5. Once you hit 5, you're done. You start a new set at 1.
Okay.
Okay. If I'm at 5, well, that's my highest. So now I'm going to start a new set at 1, and then the next one after that is going to be what?
3.
3. Yeah. Okay. So it's always going to be that way. Always in ascending order. Mm-hmm. Okay. So don't ever worry about having to multiple combinations. It will always just be ascending. All right. So now we said within that triad shape was our G major chord. Yeah. Okay. This is known as an E form. Why is it known as an E form? Any idea? That's all right.
Just looking back of how you play the open E.
That's right. Yeah. So if I was actually to capo here, I could do like an open E chord. Yeah. So that's why it's called E form, because it relates to that open chord shape. So when we go to jump the octave and we do first inversion, you jump the octave for you didn't quite go high enough. Yep, there we go. Yep. So that's first inversion. So there's 2 shapes that we can derive from that.
Okay.
Okay, there's the deform shape, and maybe we'll actually do it as a D shape just so that we can actually see it. Okay. There you go. If it hurts, you know you're doing it right. There we go. Okay, so there's our D form, and we know it's a D form because it looks like an open D chord. So far, so good?
Yeah.
All right. But within those two notes right here on the G and the B string, that is also two shared notes from our C form. Right there. There you go.
Okay.
Okay? Is it making sense?
Yeah.
It's a little tricky, I know. All
I
right.
was getting lost with how I'd get from, like, I for some reason didn't realize that these were like the inversions.
Yeah, that's what those are. So,
Yeah.
so those are your three basic shapes. Within those three basic shapes, you can derive
Okay.
five of the those five cage form shapes.
Yeah.
All right, so let's try that again. So let's grab our G, our E form G bar chord that we know and love. Grab the triad out of it. Okay, jump the octave. Okay, so that is now our first inversion shape. We can see that guy right there. So from that one, we can first derive our D form shape. I think you're a little high
Oh, yeah,
there.
I am.
That's okay.
Oh my gosh, my fingers don't want to work.
That's all right. So there's our D form major right there.
Yeah.
Now where your second and your second and your pinky are is where we are now going to put our first and second. Okay, and there's our C form. That's right. Good. All right, so far so good?
Yep.
So those two pieces came out of that first inversion. There it is there. There it is for C. All right?
Yep.
Okay, so back to first inversion, which we had at the 7th fret. Yep, that's right.
Yep.
Good. So now we're going to jump the octave here. Okay, and now the second inversion shape was just a flat piece. Okay? So from there, we can build the major shape that we already know, that bar chord shape.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. Good. So that one's pretty easy. Now, if you think about an open G chord, though, when we do an open G chord, we use open strings there, right? Well, those open strings are that flat piece. So if we were to do a traditional G, a G that, grade school G, this would have been the one that we would have learned, back when we took lessons from Bob. Okay, not making fun of Bob people out there. Okay, but it uses those open three open strings. That's what we've got right there. See those open strings that we would normally use for a G chord? Mm-hmm. Okay, so that would mean that from that A form shape, we would build this to make our G major chord right there. Alright? Because if I was to put a finger there and a finger there, you could almost see a G chord shape there. Or if I was to capo right there, I could build my G like that. Alright? So that's what we have for our G form. Now if you don't like that, you can just bar across those bottom two strings. Get a little bit better sounding G out of that. Okay? More of a power chord sound. So those are the 5 shapes. That's your E form. Okay? And then you've got your D and your C. You've got your A. And you've got your G. Those are the 5 forms. And they're all derived from those triad and inversion shapes. Okay? So knowing that, can we use, let's start with a C major. Okay? So what is the shape that we're using here? It's this guy right here.
Yeah, the A form?
The A form. So we can start off by turning that A form into our G form, correct?
Yeah.
All right, so let's do that. Good. So that gives us one alternative. It's not very nice, but we could use it. Okay. So if we jump the octave from... Okay, that gives us our what? What shape would we do after second inversion? We go back to the beginning.
So you do the C?
We do the major triad.
Major triad, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just came off of this guy. We're jumping the octave. This is now the highest note. So we just finished with him, right?
Yeah.
So now we're going back to the beginning.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and do that. So we'll jump the octave. We'll do a major triad right there. That major triad gives us our E form.
Okay.
So now that we're here, let's lay down that E form major bar chord. So we did a C major here. We did a C major here. We did a C major here. Okay?
Yeah.
They actually kind of connect because you can see that. See how we're sharing some of this and this?
Yeah.
And then we share this guy
Yeah.
here with the E form as well. Where it gets tricky is going from the E form to the D form because you need to know that first inversion stuff to get there. All right, so I'm not going to help you. So now give me the D form.
We were here, right?
Yep.
I'm lost now.
That's okay. So we're going from our major triad to our first inversion. So right now, if you were to do that, you would give me the C form. That's your That's your first inversion. That's right.
Yeah. So the D form.
Yep.
That be it?
Nope.
I'm lost now.
That's okay. Go back to the go back to what you know. We were doing an E form C, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Go here.
Okay, so go to the major triad. There we go. Okay. So now lock down first inversion. Right there on that pinky note was your highest note of first inversion. There you go. Right there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. These two notes right here are part of our
yeah.
D form. Visualize the D chord before you make that change. There you go. It's a bit of a squeeze.
Put my fingers in there.
Yep. Good. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Some people can bar and do it, but some people don't even bother with that highest note. They'll just
That's
play
what
it
I've seen
open.
it just like that. Just having it open.
That turns it into a sus2, which is fine.
Okay.
It's still a good chord. All right, and so now do the C form. We were just doing it earlier. So remember that those two notes, those two inside notes are part of your C form shape. There you go. Nice. Excellent.
Okay. Oh, that would be the C.
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
You got it. It's an open C chord. Exactly. Okay, smarty pants. Start with an open D chord. And let's move up from there. That's all right. D is derived from what shape? Triad, first inversion, or second inversion?
First inversion.
That's right. This guy's a triad. First inversion. So what shape comes after the D form?
The A?
Nope.
Wait, no. Oh, after the D form.
If we do the D form, but we can also do the...
C?
Yeah. So do a C form D chord. That'd throw people for a loop. Nice! That actually sounds better. I like that sound better than an open D chord. It's got a little more full tone to it.
Okay.
All right, so now let's go to the next one after that. Yes. Of course, you knew that from the bar chord, right? Okay, and then from there, there's two shapes that we can derive from that second inversion.
Cheat here. Oh, I'm so lost here.
That's okay. So there's two shapes that we can derive from that second inversion.
Okay.
There you go. That's right.
Do I play that one open or just like that?
No, just play the strings that you're fingering. There you go. Okay. So we can keep going up,
All
right?
Yeah. And then go back to the...
That's okay. Work it out.
Yeah,
So we've just done second inversion, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if we want to go higher, we have to go
Back to the
triad.
Would it be like?
That's right. That's right. That's right.
All right.
And that gives us what form?
The E.
That's right. Good stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so try it again. So open D. Yep. Nice. And then G form. Oh,
No. Okay, where was I here?
That's okay. Yep. No.
No.
This part here that you're doing
yeah.
is the top part of your G. Okay, so this part right here.
Oh, it's the top. Yeah.
There you go. That's right.
Okay. And then I go back.
Yep.
Okay.
Right. So from there, we turned it into a C form, turned it into an A form, then a G form, then okay. If you want to
all over.
go, there it is. There. Yep. Yeah. Okay. I've got it on the wrong leg. That's why I can't do it. See what happens when you use improper posture. All right. Okay. Let's start with a C chord, an open C. This one's tricky because now we're using open strings to build our first inversion shape. So literally, we've got this. If you want to think about it from an actual fingered perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're already in a C form with our C chord.
Yeah. So you can go to D form.
No, we can't.
No, you can't.
You can't.
Yeah,
we could try to do it with just 3 strings.
Yeah, no. Then you have to go back to.
Yeah. So we got to move up.
Would this be the?
Yep. That's right. Okay, so that's our second inversion. We can do 2 shapes from there. That's right.
Or the.
That's right. Good stuff.
All right.
Okay, so now we're done with second inversion. So when we're done with second inversion, we go back to. That's right. That's right. And that shape derives, that makes our E form. But we can keep going, right?
Yeah.
We can go a little bit higher, because we haven't done the D form yet. There we go. That's right. So from there, we can build our D shape.
Do that?
More like this.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Okay, so second finger, then pinky. Sorry, third finger, then pinky, then second. If it feels stupid, you're doing it right. Okay,
Yeah,
third finger, then pinky, then second, and then bar.
I'm just jamming up.
Exactly. Yeah, finger athletics here, gymnastics.
There you go.
Randy Rhodes never had to do this, man. Yeah, he did, actually. He was classically trained, so. Okay. And sure, let's build the C form. There we go.
Alright.
Your ear told you right away it wasn't right, though, hey? That's awesome. Okay, so build me a C form E flat major.
Whoa. A C form E flat major?
Yeah.
No, what am I doing?
You were on the right track. Yeah, you had the right root. You just had to build that C shape. There you go. Perfect. Can you give me the A form for that? Since you're already in C. There you go. Nice. Give me a deform G.
Oh, deform G?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on.
That's not a G.
That's not. Oh. What am I thinking of?
That's okay. Remember that is
That's
G,
G, yeah,
but
but
that's our C form there. So
Yeah.
if we know our C form, then we already know our D.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right. That's right.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. So that's where I kind of get confused.
That's okay. But if you know one shape, then you already know the other because yes. So that's my C form G. Okay, well then I know that that's my D form
That's
G.
true.
All right. So give me an A form D. That should be easy. Yeah. Okay, give me a C form D. There you go. Nice. Excellent. So knowing this now, we can actually fit 3 chords within one position, or very close to within one position. That makes our chords blend really, really well. And that's what you want, okay? Especially if you're playing with other guitar players or keyboard players because they have a specific area where they like to work, and if that's the same area that you are, guess who's going to move? It ain't going to be the keyboard player, okay? We got to be able to compensate. So can you grab G, C, and D all within the 3rd fret? So what we'll do is we'll start with an E form G. Okay?
Yeah.
Now we want to go to C. That should be easy enough. That's right. And now let's go to D. There you go. That's right. I think it's your second finger.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, but do you see how nice those blended? Awesome.
Okay.
So if we jump the octave to that, so we've got our, we could do a G there, right? There's our C form G.
Yeah.
Okay. And if we wanted to do a C, well, C's right here, right? There's our E form C. If we wanted to do our D, we could do, there we go.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I was getting lost because then I would just go back to...
Yep. We always forget about that G shape. There he is right there. He's kind of anemic sounding, but he's still there and we can still use him. Okay, so, yep. So G, C, D. All right, I'd still probably go back here because I love that low.
Yeah.
Love that low throaty D. Now can we move it up even higher? So we've jumped the octave there. So there's our G right there. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the C that we did was an E form. So we could do this into this. Right? There's our C right there. Come back 1 fret. There we go.
Oh, yeah. I'll do this one.
Yeah, that works too. Which is the one I use always. So there's our G, there's our C. Right?
Yeah.
Where could we find a D? Start with a shape that we know. We know that there's a D right there.
Yeah.
There's a G form.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've just exhausted our second inversion shapes. So when we exhaust our second inversion shapes,
E form.
that's right. Come on, you can do it.
No.
Yes.
Isn't
yes.
it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
See, I overcomplicate it.
I know. This should be harder. But you did it. You totally did it. You could totally rock that shape.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
That makes sense. Let's see.
Okay, so we did ba ba ba, right?
Yeah.
And then we did bum bum bum, and then we did bum bum bum. Okay, so multiple locations for the same group of 3 chords, and I want you to work those in for me this week. You'll have a recording of it.